Hey guys, Jacqueline Fernandez here on this very chilly Tuesday. Do want to chat with you a little bit about a recent scam that's made its way into the lovely state of Nebraska here. So this involves a fake IRS rebate text message. So just because you receive a text message doesn't mean you're actually getting money back. And per usual on Tuesdays around the noon hour, we're going to get in touch with our Josh Planos to tell us a little bit more about what to look out for, some red flags, and what to do if you see one of these text messages. So I'm going to cut over to Josh right now with some of those details all ready for us. Hey Josh, thanks for joining us at the Alert Center again today.
Thanks so much for having me, Jacqueline. Yes, the IRS typically does not send text messages, but many of us would be enticed by a $1,400 stimulus check, which sadly has been reported inside of Nebraska and really around the country in recent weeks. Reason being, tax season carries a great deal of confusion for many Americans. There's a lot of information right now around federal agencies as well, which is not helping clear up any of that confusion. And so there's kind of this tornado of information, and folks also looking to receive some money back during tax season. And sadly, what it is leading to are people engaging with a text message allegedly from the IRS, providing personal information to this person, even providing banking information to this person, and the money doesn't exist to begin with. So this is truly a phishing scam, which we talk about pretty regularly. The message will contain a fake link that will mimic an official IRS website, but it does come with a great deal of costs associated, and sadly, a lot of folks are left kind of holding the bag at the end of the experience.
Yeah, so on your website here at bbb.org, you don't want to be this lady. Oopsies. Right? Yeah, phishing scams are real. Tell us just, in layman's terms, what exactly is phishing? We're not talking about the F word, we're talking about the PH word, right?
Correct, but the wording itself is designed to mimic the F phishing, right? It is a lure that is being cast at a consumer to get them to engage with content. So that can be through emails, that can be through postal mail, that can be through text message. It's really meant to get you to engage with that information and provide your information in return. So sadly, we do see this a lot, not just during tax season, but really around the year. But particularly with tax season, we do see a lot of confusion just baked into the natural process itself.
Sure.
And as a result, people are left without any sort of return and having essentially experienced identity theft by providing that information to the scammer.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, tax season is confusing. So I would say, give yourself a break. Find somebody who is a reputable person who can help you figure out your taxes and make sure you don't leave anything out, because that's always a headache too. If you have to kind of go back and then kind of start over, and oh my goodness, I'm even more confused. And state and federal taxes, what am I doing? So always a good note to check your website, bbb.org, for people who are verified by you guys. And that's a very thorough process, I'd say.
It is, and they agree to uphold standards that, frankly, all of us as human beings want to have in our back pocket, right? With companies, we want companies to be honest with us. We want companies to be transparent with us. We want companies to be transparent and sincere with their advertising policies. We want companies that hold themselves to certain standards. But one thing I would caution with this rash of scams, and really all scams related to tax season, is the urgency that the communication attempts to create. So scammers are really good at creating that sense of urgency to make you act quickly. In this text message, you're told, unless you respond within 24 hours, you're going to lose out on this $1,400 payment. For many, that means I need to click on it immediately. But you really do need to take your time to confirm claims independently. I promise just even slowing down and giving yourself the time necessary to do your research, your due diligence on the claim will be so much better off having done that than just willingly engaging with that communication.
Yeah, good call there. I mean, anytime that, anyone has pressured me to make a decision right there, right then and there, I mean, the answer is always no, right? Or give me a couple days, or let me think about it. It's never here's my bank account, my social security number, and, have at it. So something to just keep in mind there, right? I mean, if people really are on your side, I should say that, then they will give you the time that you deserve just as a human being to kind of figure out what exactly you're doing, especially when it does come to tax season. Josh, anything else you wanted to take note of on this particular scam this afternoon?
Important to report your experience. You can forward suspicious messages to phishing@irs.gov. Certainly report them to bbb.org/scam tracker. We'll get it to the IRS for you. This information is really important, particularly when there's a lot of confusion around staffing and how agencies are maybe going to look. To have an actual, real grounded understanding of the scale of this issue is really important, particularly right now. So please come forward with your experience. It matters all the time. But
Yeah.
now when entire agencies are being shaped, it's really important to let folks know that something out there is happening and the degree to which it is happening.
Yeah, good call, Josh. Well, thank you so much for your time again today here at the Alert Center and Barn Breaking News. Of course, we'll see you next week on the next topic, the next scam that people have to look out for. So, but tax season, you're right, very prevalent now, clearly. So, thanks for your time today. Nice to see you.
Thank you, Jacqueline. Nice to see you too.
All right, have a good day. All right, so if you are just joining us, we were just chatting with Josh Planos with the Better Business Bureau to talk a little bit about a scam that has made its way, to Nebraska here. So this involves a fake IRS rebate text message. There is a sense of urgency that Josh wanted to let us know that, if you're being pressured to click on this, if you don't click on this in the next 2 seconds, you'll miss out on that $1,400 cash back. Not true. So don't fall for that urgency, if you will. We are going to switch gears now because, as you know, if you've been outside today, it's not the most pleasant of all days here in the metro. So let's take a live look outside from our Children's Nebraska cam. A very gray day out there. If you can see, it just looks like one big cloud kind of hanging over the metro. So today, Senior Chief Meteorologist Rusty Lord says today is a first alert 6 weather day, cloudy with a 40% chance of some midday light snow, mostly to our south. So if you are in that area, you might be seeing some flurries out there, at least to kick off more of the unpleasantries that we're dealing with today. The high, a whopping -2. Rusty says it feels like no warmer than a -15 out there. So bundle up. We all know by now that feels like temperature doesn't lie. Tonight, another first alert 6 weather night. Cloudy with some flurries out there, a low of -9. Stay bundled up. Don't go outside if you don't have to. I mean, why would you want to? Just a rhetorical question there, I suppose. Taking a live look at 144th and Dodge now. Wednesday, yet another first alert 6 weather day. Okay, so stay tuned for all of this. Wednesday, some decreasing clouds out there, a high of 1. So again, it's chilly. Thursday, a first alert 6 weather day yet again, mostly sunny, so at least we have that going for us. A high of 4, so don't be fooled by the sun. It's still going to be very, very chilly out there. So traffic flowing smoothly, it looks like, in this shot here at 144th and Dodge, so that's a good sign. Also wanted to take you outside again to just look at 90th and Dodge, how traffic is going there. It does appear that it's flowing smoothly in that location as well, so that's some good news. Yeah, again, very gray out there. You can see some flurries on the top of the camera here, alerting you that, maybe it's windy out there, maybe there's another chance of snow and flurries that are kind of headed our way. But yeah, I mean, today, tonight, Wednesday and Thursday, all first alert 6 weather days out there. Rusty did say he's going to add Friday morning to the string of first alert 6 weather days. So yeah, a full week of first alert 6 weather days. He says models have trended close to -10 with Friday morning as well before the warmer air does start to move in. And then he says wind chills out there still -20 to -25. So now is the time to bundle up, not the time to defy Mother Nature and wear those flip-flops. I wouldn't suggest that. Also, before we go, want to take a live look from our website here. That's firstalert6.com for you. Let me refresh this grid just to make sure we're getting the very latest for you. But we do have a breaking news banner you can see here. It's our top story right now. Nebraska State Patrol mourning the trooper in a fatal snowplow incident on I-80. That is our top story today. Closings and delays, we do have that available for you. If you click on there, you'll be able to see just different schools, different organizations, some nonprofits, etc. Government organizations who have decided to stay closed today for those first alert 6 weather days. And then we do have this bright blue banner as well, winter weather advisories in effect. So you can see the counties here in Nebraska and that appears to be just 3 counties at this point, but I'll leave that as a web extra for you as I do head back to our homepage. So for the latest, you can always head there, again, firstalert6.com, for the very latest weather-wise and the very latest on the top stories we're working for you on our website as well as on air. Now, in the interim, I do hope that you stay bundled out there. It is very cold. It's going to be cold today throughout the rest of the week. A week chock full of First Alert 6 weather days for you. So make sure you are following the weather. If you are planning on heading outside, maybe running some errands, etc., you want to make sure that you're really staying bundled up out there. In the meantime, we will plan on seeing you for our broadcast at 3 o'clock with Dave Zavolinsky. Until then, have a wonderful day. And again, bundle up.